On the planet, there are many countries that connect us with life and nature, but there is one country where this connection is so strong that it is home to hundreds of ancient tribes, with traditions as surprising as keeping multiple wives in exchange for a dowry of cows, or choosing intimate partners through sensual ritual dances. This country is so incredible that despite being located in the hottest African savanna, it contains a huge volcano crowned with snow. In this new video of Uncensored World, we will take a closer look at Tanzania, one of the most fascinating and enigmatic countries on the planet. It is known as the origin of mankind, since it was here that the oldest fossils of our ancestors were found, along with footprints from millions of years ago, revealing the first moments when humans began walking on two legs. Tanzania is home to some of the most extraordinary tribes in the world. Among them are the Maasai, fierce warriors capable of hunting lions and living alongside them. Their wealth is measured in cows, and the number they own determines how many wives they can have. There is also the Hadza, a tribe that still lives as people did thousands of years ago. They choose their companions based not on possessions or beauty, but on survival skills. These realities offer us a unique window into humanity's past and its earliest ways of life. The country also holds fascinating natural wonders. It possesses the largest lake in Africa, as well as another mysterious and dangerous one capable of petrifying animals that die in its waters, leaving behind ghostly statues of their tragic end. Tanzania is home to Serengeti National Park, famous for the Great Migration, where every year millions of animals cross its plains while facing the most feared predators. It also shelters the majestic baobab trees, iconic and beautiful giants that provide food and shelter to both humans and animals. Discover with us the wonders, curiosities, and mysteries of the land where mankind originated. Pay attention and don't miss this video. We assure you that discovering Tanzania with us will surprise you. Let's get started. Located in the heart of East Africa, Tanzania is a fascinating country both for its geography and its cultural diversity rooted in ancestral history. Bounded by the Indian Ocean to the east, this vast territory covers more than 940,000 square kilometers, making it one of the largest countries on the continent. The name Tanzania originates from the union of two historical names, Tanganyika, which corresponds to the vast continental region, and Zanzibar, the exotic island off its coast. This fusion not only reflects the country's geography but also its rich cultural and ethnic diversity, combining African, Arab, Indian, and European influences. Both territories had distinct identities and colonial past before they united, giving the nation a unique character. The union of Tanganyika and Zanzibar in 1964 marked the birth of Tanzania as a federation, symbolizing an effort to consolidate resources and strengthen political stability in the region. Although the country succeeded in establishing a national identity, it still retains elements unique to each region. As the maritime traditions of Zanzibar blend with the rural life of the mainland, Tanzania becomes a fascinating mosaic of cultures and landscapes. Its population of over 60 million inhabitants is spread across vibrant cities, rural communities, and ancient tribes where time seems to have stood still. Unlike many other African nations, Tanzania has a relatively low population density, allowing vast open spaces for wildlife and breathtaking landscapes. Yet, despite its size, what truly makes Tanzania stand out are its unique features. Here you will find Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, along with some of the world's. Beyond its geography, Tanzania is a multilingual and multicultural nation, home to more than 120 tribes, each with their own traditions and way of life. The most emblematic language is Swahili, deeply rooted in history and culture. Swahili is not just a means of communication, but also a symbol of identity and cohesion in East Africa. Originating on the Tanzanian coast, it has become a lingua franca for millions. One fascinating curiosity about Swahili is its unique way of measuring time. The clock begins at 1 o'clock in the morning instead of 12, meaning that 10 o'clock in the morning is referred to as 4 o'clock in Swahili time. This system reflects a completely different perception of time, one based on sunlight and the natural rhythms of the region. But Tanzania is not only remarkable for its cultural wealth, it is also known as the cradle of humanity. In the famous Olduvai Gorge, archaeologists discovered some of the oldest fossils of our ancestors, such as Homo habilis, who lived more than 2 million years ago. This iconic site also contains stone tools that mark the earliest signs of human technology. Perhaps the most impressive discovery, however, is the Latoli footprints found near Alivi. These footprints, between 3.6 and 3.8 million years old, were preserved in hardened volcanic ash, proving that our ancestors already walked upright. They are not only a testimony to human evolution, but also a window into the very first steps of humankind's journey to conquer the world. The archaeological significance of Tanzania does not end there. Both its ancient history and its living present offer insights into humanity's origins. One striking example is the Hadza tribe, one of the world's last hunter-gatherer communities living near Lake Ayasi. Their way of life, based on hunting with bows and gathering wild fruits, has remained almost unchanged for tens of thousands of years. Discovering the Hadza is like traveling back in time. Apart from their lifestyle, clothing, and dwellings, their approach to relationships is especially fascinating. Among the Hadza, there are no formal marriages. Unions are free, based on compatibility and mutual respect. Physical attraction and survival skills, such as hunting or gathering, play a vital role in partner choice, echoing the instincts of our earliest ancestors. Jealousy as we know it hardly exists in their society, partly because relationships are not defined by possession. Their self-sufficient, egalitarian, and sustainable way of life makes them a living example of how early humans might have thrived. Alongside the Hadza, Tanzania is home to more than 100 other tribes. Among them, the warrior tribe of the Maasai is perhaps the most famous and mysterious, a society full of incredible traditions and curiosities. Before exploring them, however, let us discover some of Tanzania's most breathtaking natural treasures. One of the greatest is Mount Kilimanjaro, a dormant volcano whose snow-capped summit defies expectations. Known as the Roof of Africa, it is the continent's highest point and one of the most sought-after destinations for adventurers worldwide. What makes Kilimanjaro even more extraordinary is its location in the middle of the hot African savanna, where temperatures can be extreme, yet a perpetual glacier crowns its peak. This contrast makes it not only a natural wonder but also a symbol of resilience and majesty. Climbers who take on the challenge not only enjoy the thrill of reaching the summit but also experience a journey through multiple ecosystems, from tropical rainforests to alpine landscapes. Another gem of Tanzania is the Ngorongoro crater, a volcanic caldera formed millions of years ago after the collapse of a massive volcano. Today it is a true natural Eden and home to one of the largest concentrations of wildlife in Africa. Across its vast plains roam the iconic Big Five: lions, elephants, rhinos, buffalo, and leopards living together in a protected and pristine environment. In addition to wildlife, Ngorongoro is also inhabited by the Maasai, who graze their cattle in harmony with the surrounding animals. This coexistence offers a rare glimpse into the balance between humans and nature, making the crater not only a paradise for wildlife lovers, but also a living time capsule of African biodiversity. One such place is a mysterious body of water capable of petrifying animals into eerie stone-like statues if they fall into its depths. This enigmatic lake is known as Lake Natron, a natural wonder with a unique and somewhat terrifying character. Its highly alkaline waters, with a pH similar to that of ammonia, can reach extreme temperatures, making it a hostile habitat for most forms of life. However, the lake plays a vital role in the ecosystem, as it is one of the most important breeding sites for lesser flamingos. These birds find refuge on its shores, safe from predators thanks to the corrosive properties of the water. What makes Lake Natron even more fascinating is its ability to petrify animals that succumb to its waters, leaving their bodies calcified as if they were stone sculptures. This creates a landscape as haunting as it is beautiful. The phenomenon has inspired scientists, artists, and travelers from around the world, consolidating Lake Natron as one of the most fascinating destinations in Tanzania. Lake Victoria, on the other hand, contrasts sharply with the hostility of Natron through its immense richness and generosity. As Africa's largest lake and the second largest freshwater lake in the world, Victoria is a vital resource for millions of people in the countries surrounding it, including Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. Its waters host a great diversity of aquatic species, including the Nile tilapia, which sustains local economies. Beyond its ecological importance, Lake Victoria is also a cultural and economic engine. Communities depend on fishing and transport along its vast shores. Yet the lake faces modern challenges such as pollution and the invasion of alien species, which threaten its delicate ecosystem. Despite this, it remains a powerful symbol of life and sustenance at the heart of Africa. We cannot talk about the wonders of Tanzania without mentioning the Serengeti National Park and the natural phenomenon that has made it world famous, the Great Migration. Every year, millions of wildebeest, zebras, and antelopes cross its plains in search of water and fresh pastures while facing predators such as lions and crocodiles on their perilous journey. This spectacle is not only a testament to the survival instinct of these species, but also a reminder of Tanzania's immense natural wealth, which continues to captivate all who visit. As you have seen, each of these places represents a unique aspect of Tanzania, from its ability to support life in the most extreme conditions to its role as a guardian of critical ecosystems for the planet, making it one of the most beautiful and enigmatic destinations on Earth. Now that you have learned about the main wonders and curiosities of one of the most captivating countries, perhaps you feel inspired to explore these natural marvels yourself. In one of the most fascinating countries in the world, it is time to meet the most famous warrior tribe on the planet, the Maasai. Originally from the Nile Valley, the Maasai began a migration more than 500 years ago that led them to the area they now occupy in Kenya and Tanzania. Their arrival in the Rift Valley marked the beginning of a period of dominance during which they became renowned herders and warriors, keeping their culture intact in an environment that was often lethal to other societies. The ecosystem in which the Maasai live, although beautiful as you have seen, is also full of dangers. Lions, leopards, hyenas, and other wild beasts represent constant threats. That is why, over the centuries, the Maasai developed extraordinary skills to coexist with these predators, becoming the warrior tribe par excellence of the African continent. Their villages are built in circular form and protected by tall stakes, reflecting their ability to adapt to this wild and dangerous environment while shielding their people from the most common dangers, such as lion attacks. For these reasons, Maasai warriors play a crucial role in protecting their community and livestock, facing predators with courage and skill. Traditionally, their initiation rite included the challenge of hunting a lion, a ritual that symbolized their transition to adulthood and demonstrated their bravery. Although this practice has evolved to protect lions, it remains a symbol of Maasai strength and respect for nature. Maasai life is deeply structured by a hierarchical system that organizes its society and preserves its traditions. From infancy, children learn the traditions and skills necessary to become warriors and protectors. Later, they assume roles as heads of households, where cattle play a fundamental role both as dowry for marriage and as a status symbol. The number of cattle not only determines a man's ability to take wives, but also his prestige within the community. So, respect and veneration for the elders, known as M, is another crucial aspect of their culture. These elders, considered guardians of tradition, are the main counselors and judges in conflict resolution, ensuring the cohesion and continuity of Maasai society. Their wisdom is celebrated and passed on to new generations, preserving the tribe's values and traditions. Dance is also an essential part of Maasai life. The famous Adumu, or leap dance, is much more than a physical spectacle. It is a celebration of cultural identity and a rite of passage that strengthens community ties. Through this tradition, young warriors demonstrate their readiness to assume greater responsibilities and their connection to their ancestors. Among their most fascinating customs is their unique sense of hospitality. In the past, offering a visitor the chance to spend the night with one of the host's wives symbolized respect and generosity. Although this practice has diminished over time, it reflects a social logic deeply rooted in their way of life, where cooperation and intertribal relationships were essential for survival. The Maasai also maintain a deep bond with nature. Their diet includes a unique concoction made from cow's milk and blood, an elixir charged with symbolism that represents harmony with the environment. This respect for life and nature is honestly evident in every aspect of their culture, from huts built with local materials to their sustainable methods of cattle raising. As you can see, Maasai culture, rich in tradition, bravery, and connection with nature, is a living testimony of resilience and adaptation. At this point, we would like to ask you, would you like to visit a Maasai tribe and participate in one of their traditions? Or would you prefer to travel back in time and meet the Hadza tribe? What has surprised you most about this fascinating country? Pause the video and leave us your comment. You know that doing so is the best way to support us so we can keep bringing you interesting content every week. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to Uncensored World if you haven't already. Come and enjoy the world with us. One of the most iconic symbols of Tanzania and the African savanna is the baobab, also known as the tree of life. These majestic trees can reach heights of up to 30 meters, with trunk diameters so wide that some hollows are capable of housing small tents or makeshift shelters. Even more fascinating, baobabs can live for thousands of years, making them witnesses to history and guardians of the ecosystem. Their spongy trunks store enormous amounts of water, a vital resource in arid regions. In times of drought, they provide hydration not only for human communities but also for animals such as elephants and monkeys. In addition to water storage, baobabs produce fruits rich in vitamin C, nicknamed superfoods for their nutritional benefits. These fruits, resembling large capsules, are consumed by both humans and animals, while the leaves and bark are used in traditional medicine to treat various ailments. Their sturdy structure and inverted root-like branches also serve as shelter for birds, reptiles, and small mammals, protecting them from predators and extreme heat. The interaction between baobabs and the species that depend on them is a perfect example of the ecological balance in Tanzania. Tanzanian villagers protect these trees because of their cultural and economic importance, often considering them sacred in local traditions. In return, baobabs sustain life in the environment by providing shade, food, and water. Their role in the ecosystem is so crucial that their loss would be devastating to both human and animal communities, further reinforcing their nickname as the Tree of Life. You know, there's something truly special about the warmth and charm of its people. Both Tanzanian men and women are admired not only for their exotic features, the result of a rich cultural mix, but also for their hospitality and welcoming spirit. This combination of physical and emotional beauty makes the people of this country one of the reasons why visitors find Tanzania such a unique and enriching experience. Interacting with the locals not only provides a genuine insight into their customs, but also offers the chance to experience their human warmth, something difficult to find in many other destinations. A reflection of this deep connection between people and culture is the courtship dance known as Nga, practiced by tribes such as the Hay and Nyami. This ritual expresses the beauty and passion that define Tanzanians. The dance combines sensual movements and rhythmic chants, allowing young people to interact openly and express their romantic interest. It is a culturally accepted way of subtly or sometimes directly hinting at attraction while testing chemistry and compatibility between potential partners. More than just a dance, it is a window into the social and emotional dynamics that unite Tanzanian communities. During these ceremonies, the mesmerizing sound of drums and carefully choreographed movements create a magical atmosphere. Through gestures and chants, participants communicate symbolically charged messages that can range from flattery to romantic innuendo. For young people, this is an opportunity to display charisma, physical strength, and confidence, qualities highly valued within their communities. At the same time, the dance serves as a celebration of youthful energy, channeled into emotional and social bonding. Although deeply rooted in tradition, it also carries a modern fascination due to its sensual and provocative nature. In today's globalized world, the Nga dance represents a delicate balance between respect for ancestral traditions and the universal expression of emotions such as desire and attraction. For tourists, watching or even joining these dances can be an unforgettable experience. They reveal the authenticity and passion that define life in Tanzania, highlighting how local culture celebrates beauty, both of the body and the soul. At Uncensored World, we hope this journey through fascinating and unique Tanzania has been as exciting for you as it was for us. Considering the effort it takes to create these videos, we would love it if you left us a like and a comment. It's the best way to help us keep bringing you new content every week. If you enjoyed this video and haven't subscribed yet, don't wait any longer. Hit the subscribe button and activate the little bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Each week we bring you new discoveries like this one that reveal the wonders of some of the most fascinating corners of our